In November 2023, we bought our biggest foreclosure to date. This commercial building was brought to me from a realtor, and at the time I was looking for a new headquarters. The last 18 months or so has been a massive learning experience. It's one thing to renovate single-family homes. It's a completely different skill set to do commercial. So we have done a couple of different videos. The first video on this that we put out on YouTube, we simply did a walkthrough when we bought it. Then we actually remodeled the upstairs of this building and moved our company, East West Properties and Niche. And we kind of showed you the update there. But at last look, the downstairs was actually a complete shell. We have come a long way. I want to walk you through the downstairs, kind of my vision for it, and how you guys might actually be able to visit this place and see the business in action. Let's go take a look. Before we get started, I want to do a brief recap of the numbers on this property. If you remember from the first video, this was a foreclosure property. The other agent was actually really desperate to sell the property. He wanted his commission. We bought this property for $1.25 million. I think retail value at the time was probably around $2 million, so we got a really good deal on it. Then we got some bids from contractors because this was a very, very significant renovation. Renovation ended up running about $1.3 million. And amazingly, we didn't have a whole lot of overages. I think we ended up being about $20,000 or $30,000 above budget, which is insane with a property like this. I would have thought we would have had more issues, but we're gonna walk through each space. I'm gonna show you, and then Austin is going to overlay this with what it looked like before. This was a complete shell. It was completely gutted. There was nothing there. So we have done all new electrical, all new plumbing, all new HVAC, all new everything. It's brand new. So we're gonna start with the boring stuff first, but I think it'll actually show how far this building has come. We're gonna start with these two bathrooms right here. These things were full of mold. They were absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna have Austin show that. So let's take a look. They're not quite done yet. We still have, give or take, 6 weeks until this renovation is complete. So we still have to do some things, but you'll get the general idea. So again, this building had been empty for probably 6 or 7 years prior to buying it. So this whole area was full of black mold, had to demo everything. So it doesn't look like much now, but under the floor, you'll see new plumbing going in, all new sheetrock, all new electrical. And this will be built out here in the next couple of weeks. Again, it's a bathroom, but you have to see the whole scope. So Austin, definitely make sure to show plenty of before and afters. This will actually be East West Properties. This is my acquisition company. So this is where we will hang out. You'll notice we have all of these brand new storefronts, nice black metal with glass. They look really nice. But again, it looks all put together now, but before, this was just a big old bowling alley. You had HVAC units hanging from the ceiling. You had electrical wire everywhere. There was no vision. We actually contracted with a local architect, Collins Webb. They helped us actually build the vision of this out, and I think that they've done a really, really nice job. So obviously, we have some more renovation to do. We've got to polish the floors. We've got to hang the lights. We've got to finish off all the ceilings. But you can look at what this space can be. So just imagine working here, being in a light-filled office. Then we come to our boardroom. So in our boardroom, this is where all the big decisions will be made, and all of the sales meetings and trainings, etc., will probably be done in here. And then in the near future, we will actually have some pretty big pods right here. If you've seen, office buildings can be kind of loud sometimes. You really need a quiet environment. So if you've seen those kind of pods, maybe yay big, you can go in there and it's soundproof. So whether you're a salesperson that just wants a quiet call or you just need privacy to talk to your significant other, we will have that. But in here, the lighting isn't the best. We haven't gotten that because unfortunately the tariffs on the country have prevented all that from coming in overseas. So Whether you're left or right leaning, I'll leave that up to you. But again, we'll have a quartz countertop here. There will be a nice wood wall here. We'll have 2 TVs. So I will do plenty of training to where we can, share our CRM or share a sales call with our team. There'll be a nice big table here. So I think it'll be a really cool environment to have meetings. We've got these several offices over here. I've got this one and this one earmarked for myself. This one has 2 windows, and it might be a little bit better for filming. This one has windows on all sides, and you might get a better view. I'm trying to pick which one. So let me know which one you think that I should pick. Now this area is going to be what I call the bullpen. So there's going to be a long desk here to where all of the acquisition people hang out here, make their calls, do their follow-ups, hopefully get some deals, and then I'll be right there if they need any help. So this is where they will hang out. Now, as we round the corner, this room will be kind of a supply closet, I guess, all of our supplies and things. Then you round the corner, and we will actually enter the kitchen. So we got all new cabinets. We'll have very soon our quartz countertops and our backsplash. This will be a huge island. And I envision people being able to sit all the way around it. There's no cabinets underneath, so there's plenty of leg room, right? And you could have a 10 or 15 person meeting sitting here, or have the team eat here together if they want. So this will be a cool space. There will also be some tables here for people to hang out, congregate. As we walk through here, we've got a couple of bathrooms here and a couple of offices for admin. I imagine the person that takes care of the building will probably have an office here. We'll probably put someone like that in this space. I originally planned to have Niche be in this space behind me. We're actually going to rent this out to another tenant. We'll probably rent out this space. A lot of upstairs and east-west will go on that other side that we just toured. But come take a look at it. We've got largely the same finishes, right? And again, throw some of that B-roll of what it used to look like. This space has come a long way. So you can see they got similar finishes in terms of the storefronts and the glass. You'll have a work area here for your sales team or admin staff, secretary, whoever it might be. Then back here, we actually put quite a bit of money into this space. I may not even be able to use it. This space was originally intended to be my future podcast studio. So in this room, we actually paid a lot of money to make sure there was extra electrical in here, extra insulation to where sound from outside couldn't get in. So you audiophiles and people that care about the sound, it would have been a lot better. Right now, I'm actually going to lease this space out to someone else. We just don't need it yet. But in 2 or 3 years, as Niche and East West properties grow, this is a space that we will end up using. But right now, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4 offices. This is more of a boardroom on this space. So right now we're in talks with an insurance company. They're probably going to lease this entire suite. So this will be a place that they meet to have their meetings. I imagine, 5 or 7 employees hanging out in this particular suite. So what I like about this building is that it'll be kind of our personal headquarters, but it'll also be a co-working space. So like I said, I'll lease out space like this, but the big event area is what's going to be open to the public. You can rent this space, have your big meetings, your 2-day boot camps, your weddings, all that type of stuff. And I want to show you kind of the path to get to that space. I think it's pretty cool. So when we bought this was all open. There was just a huge space, and we had to reimagine it. So you start in this lovely lit area, and you kind of funnel this way. Walk through here. Again, that way is where the kitchen is and the bathrooms. Then you come over here. and you go into the event space. Again, we've got some bathrooms right off the event space for people to use. But come on in here. We have got a 3,000 or so square foot space in here to where, like I said, you can have any event of your choice. I think capacities, give or take, 150, 170 people. This is where we'll have niche masterminds. This is where we'll have the 2-day boot camps. This is where I want the niche community to come hang out several times a year. That way we can get together, get to know each other, push our businesses forward. But in this space, it's not just a big empty room. When we're done, and we will do a update video here in a couple months when this building is done, but there will be a stage up here, and imagine probably like a 12-foot wide by 8-foot LED wall to where I can present on anything that I want. So if we wanted to, for instance, show something on niche data or a niche CRM, I could present it up there. If we wanted to go over paperwork, I could present it up there in a large way, and it'll just make it more engaging, and same for any other event here. They can show their stuff up there. So that'll be a really striking feature. But this space will be the backbone of this building. I really want it to be a community feel. And with community, you got to have food, right? So over here, and there is another kitchen on this side. So there's a door right over here. Caterers will come in. This will be a warming kitchen, I suppose. Prepare all their food. As someone is ready to stop their presentation and break for lunch, they'll be able to put all of that food along here, have all of their guests be able to enjoy themselves, use the restroom, etc. And then Austin will like this area. This will be the AV equipment area, so all the sound, video, streaming type stuff. We'll house that over here. So again, this has been a huge project. It has been a learning experience. Like I said, commercial, completely different from residential. We've had to go through so many issues with the city and permitting and hiccups here and there and issues getting things in because of the tariffs. But I think this place is going to be really cool. Again, we purchased for 1.1. We had, or 1.25, we had about 1.3 million in renovation, so we're about 2.5. This place just appraised for right around 3.5, 3.6. So there's quite a bit of equity involved. We won't see it for a long time, but we're really hoping that this place can be the hub of niche to where over time we can grow, we can eventually have our own title companies, our own attorney offices here. Any branch to fit into our ecosystem, I want to be in this building. So hopefully this inspires you. Not a lot of people are going to build an office space like this. I think I'm kind of crazy for trying to build out this community, our technology, and this building at the same time, but hey, I'm a risky guy. So again, I want you to see the scope of this building. It's a 20,000 square foot space, where we came from to where we got to. And this took about 18 months. And it's the same as your business. At the beginning, you're going to be raw. You're going to have some vision on where you want to go to get to a finished product. And it might take longer than you think. So if you want to sharpen your skills as a niche investor, you want to get in with a community of people that love these sellers and these deals just like I do, join the niche community. I'll have Austin put the link down below. But use this place as inspiration for what you want to accomplish in your life. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'll see you on the next one.